Hey, boys and girls, this is Mr. Stressley here, the night before the Reading SOL. And I am sharing this with you from Mr. Stressley's man cave. Okay, that's what they call a place where a man hangs out a lot to do his work. Okay, I do a lot of my schoolwork in here, and I want to share this place with you because tomorrow's our Reading SOL, and I want to show you how special reading is to me. Okay, so we're taking on a kind of a guided tour around my study here. And obviously you can tell that books are a big thing for me. I have a lot of books here. And as you can see here, this is Mr. Stressley's desk here, okay, where I write a lot of my papers. And I have a lot of my special things here. I have a lot of my books. I have a lot of books downstairs too. But books, and you've learned this year. Books are really special. Reading is really special. And tomorrow, when we take our reading SOL, you're going to do your best, and I'm so proud of you. It's been a big honor for Mr. Stressley, me, to teach you reading this year, because reading to me is one of the most special things you can do in your life. It teaches you things, you learn things, it entertains you, it makes you grow and learn and think. And I can honestly say that if it wasn't without books, I would not be the person I am. And so that's why I love to surround myself with a lot of books, okay? And read those books. And you all have done that. And I want you to really continue to do that, even beyond fourth grade. That's my message to you, is just love books. Whether you read them online, whether you read them with a Kindle, whether you read them old school like these, actually using paper. I like a combination of all of it. I think it's all great. So anyway, I want to read you a poem before tomorrow's reading SOL that I worked on tonight. I spent a lot of time on it, and I based it on the Christmas poem called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And I've called it "'Twas the Night Before the SOL Test." Okay? And so I'm going to point this way, and I'm also sending this in an email, so you can also read it as a document, whether in the I'll paste it into the email or also as a Word document. But whatever the case is, listen to me as I read it, and I'm going to show you the poem. And actually, it probably is not going to show up. So how about this? You're going to see me read the poem, and as I read it. So anyway, this is the poem. If you want to read it while I am actually verbally reading it to you now, just bring it up on the computer and play this. It's called "'Twas the Night Before the SOL Test." It's adapted from "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" by the author of that poem, and I'm sure you've heard it. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Okay? Mr. S adapted that for the SOL test. Yeah, it's kind of weird, and funny. But in the end, I've got some good things to say to you here. By Clement Clark Moore was the author of that. "'Twas the night before the SOL test, when all through Swift Creek not a gator was fearful of any test. For when it came to these tests, they were surely not weak. So the shiny black computers were ready with care, in hopes that gator students with their awesomeness would soon be there." That's you. "For the children were nestled all snug in their beds, hopefully you soon, while visions of words and numbers all danced in their heads, and the teachers were all smiles, because their students knew just what to do. with a test that demanded their students' best, knowing there was no hurry to get through. Soon the students would enjoy showing how much they had mastered and look forward to how their results were sure to be flattered when you're able to brag about it. So the next morning we flew like lightning to the school that was so special for our collective learning. When what to our wondering eyes did appear? But a test that only needed our answers and demanded us no fear. We were so glad that our teacher was with us there, and we knew that in that moment our teacher always did care. Surely. Before the test, our teacher called us by name. Now double checker, now slash and trash, now highlighter. On read, and take your time. On thinker and SOL tester, fighter. To the top of your mind, to the top of your best, now dash away, dash away, dash away. All of you to conquer the required test. With a mind full of strategies and a love for learning too, we all proved that in showing our work we stayed true to our teacher so true. And then, in a twinkling, I saw that our school was something so amazing and way too cool. For in all of that school air where sometimes we unthinkingly stare, was so very much thinking, reading, problem solving, and care that in fact all of us celebrate our learning for the test we had all just had. In fact, Mr. Hurd was so happy that he called us all rad. What's rad mean? And we assumed that he had given in to another fad. After all was done, we noticed under the tree something we should never, ever take so unthankfully. It was a present wrapped up so carefully and thoughtfully. And when we finished our test and doing our best, it was time to open the present and take a deserved rest. When the present was opened after all of our hard work on the test, we were astounded at what proved to be the best. It was not really our test score, but no why we even took the test for. It was a gift of showing off our learning and knowing that we had more in store for a future so bright with hope, love, happiness, friendship, and fun. Your future. Such that in the end we decided that because of our parents, family, teachers, friends, Mrs. Ennis, Mr. Fellman, and all of the wonderful people at SCES, we had ultimately won. Boys and girls, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the World Series and the Super Bowl of the reading in our Reading SOL. And I am trying to get the right angle on this video here. Thanks for watching this. And I am always so proud of everything you do. And it is always an honor to say that I'm lucky to be your teacher. See you first thing tomorrow. This is Mr. S.